What's up, guys? So we've brought you back to Pendle, but we're in a different location this time. We're at Roughlee Hall, the stream which just runs around Roughlee Hall house, where Alice Nutter, one of the witches, lived, and across the stream, her enemy, Anne Whittle, also lived. So we're going to run Spirit Talker and Spirit Box, and there could be a little bit of animosity messages going back and forth on this one.
Already been told to
Yeah,
leave.
what did we get already?
I've been told we must leave.
Did you hear the owl hooting then?
Green eyes.
Ah, green eyes. Well, a cat would have green eyes, wouldn't it?
Green eyes.
So, are we going to ask out, and is Alice Nutter here, please, or Anne Whittle?
Anybody else who would like to speak to us, you can communicate through this. Or you can set the lights off, or you can blow the candle out, or you can blow through the skull.
Yeah. I brought them both tonight, so we've got Great Uncle Cedric and Great Aunt Edna.
So it's a double header.
Yeah, I thought I'd let them, with it being the wedding anniversary and all that, I thought we'd let them out.
He was hung.
He was hung. That's interesting.
Well, you know what they say.
James.
You know what they say. 2 heads are better than one.
Well, yeah, 2 heads are better than
He
one.
was hung.
James Device, my friend and my spirit guide, James. James, is it you? Come forward.
He was hung. Paddy. I don't know who Paddy was. Paddy Patrick.
Well, maybe this is a different hanging they're talking about. Maybe this isn't the Pendle Witch hanging. There would have been other hangings.
That's the only real history people know about this area, don't they? They don't really know.
No, there's other.
Not other than the history and history here.
The Pendle Witch was the big one, weren't it? But we don't know what else went on in these this area, these parts.
Is, and I've tried a lot of times, you never found out who the father was. What was the name of the father?
Of Alison and James.
Or even...
I think John Device. But they don't know who the father of William was, the youngest one after Jeanette.
Yeah, but who was Elizabeth married to?
Well, I thought she was married... That sound. Well, that was an owl.
She made that sound?
Well, I thought...
Well, they can...
Yeah, they can.
They can make... change... Well, suppose... From what I've heard, whether it's right or not, they can change the... When people have had them coming through mediums, they've shape-shifted, like changed their appearance and stuff like that, whether that's some of... They can just do... after death.
So we've already seen a black cat up here tonight.
Yeah, and we did have that experience that time we came here and we saw...
We were scrying.
In the back of the car.
Well, we drank the mugwort tea.
I'd had a lot of mugwort though.
We drank the mugwort tea.
Wormwood, it was.
And then we slept it off. And then we both had the weird dreams.
But that's what you're supposed to do with that. That it does give you vivid dreams, wormwood. Yeah.
Well, I dreamt that there was a black cat walking along, and then when I woke up and looked through the rear view mirror, there was a black cat walking along exactly where I dreamt it already.
Wormwood and mugwort seem very similar because they come from the same plant herb family.
Yeah. And yarrow, that's another, isn't it? You can drink.
Yeah.
See, I find them very bitter taste in me. I can't really. I only drink them when I want to do the psychic thing.
You see, wormwood and mugwort. See, they're very...
Maybe saying that it helps you to see. You know, like an insight.
That was sea as in ocean sea.
Ocean sea. Well, I've got a bottle of seawater there. Oh. We used it to consecrate the board before.
Yeah, but mugwort and wormwood, they're better off on their own.
Yeah.
Although it's a very, very, very bitter taste.
Yeah, bitter.
And it does make you... But if you got used to it, it does... It's used in a lot of ritual purposes. It's burnt, drank as a tea. It does, when you sleep, you have very, very, very vivid dreams.
That's
very
true.
in colour, and it does help you get in touch with your third eye. It does open up your third eye. Yeah, it's very good. You can get it any herbal shop, witchcraft shop. Anyway, I'm diversing.
Yes, so we need to get through.
What about the sea? Am I
Alice Nutter?
Is it disconnected with what we was talking about before? Who the fathers were? Because there's not a lot known about
Yeah.
who Elizabeth Southern
No, there
was married
isn't.
to, because they all seem to be women on their own. Now, whether the husbands had died, but I suppose if you went through Planchette.
Oh, well, we have brought the Ouija board, haven't we?
I better go and get
Are you going to go and get it?
I'll go and get it.
Okay, so while Andy's doing that, we'll just have a little talk about the Pendle witches, because we're doing this ongoing series at the minute. So altogether, there was in total 12, but the most active ones in this area were the family of Elizabeth Southern, who was the grandmother, her daughter Elizabeth Device, and she had 4 children. James and Alison were witches. Jeanette was younger, she was only 9 years old, but she's the one who testified in court and got all of her family arrested. The youngest one was, I take it that's you, Bigfoot, the Bigfoot at Pendle Hill. It better be him anyway. Was that you, Andy?
Yeah.
Go for that. Bigfoot. We're not actually doing Bigfooting tonight, and then Bigfoot comes through the trees at Pendle. Totally unexpected. The youngest child was William, but he plays no part in this at all because he was adopted off anyway. Then in this particular region by the stream, we have Alice Nutter, who was a landowner. She owned a big house back there, which somebody lives in it now actually. And Anne Whittle, who lived on the other side, who were friends with each other, but enemies of the others. There was lots of like bitter battles going on, feuds about land, you know, who owns the sheep, who owns this, who does spells for that person, who does spells for this person. They had all that going on. So there was quite a bit of animosity between them.
Yes, the twig snap was me.
All right, that's okay. So Andy's back with the Ouija board. So since we got the message planchette, that sounds like a good sign that they want us to communicate that way.
I was walking up, I got Doreen
Valiant.
Doreen Castle. There is no peace. Well, they probably have no
Well, there's
peace.
Lancaster Castle.
The Lancaster Castle. Yeah.
Well, there wouldn't have been any peace if they're
They've not had any
incarcerated in
peace.
there.
Well, they probably have not had any peace, have they?
No, they've probably not had the souls put to rest.
They haven't had peace because nobody knows where they were buried.
Well, the bodies are just in the communal pit, aren't they? Either up on Gallows Hill. I think they're on Gallows Hill.
And it just seems
Unless they took the bodies back down to Lancaster Castle and put them in a pit there.
they've not had a proper burial, have they, really?
No, they haven't at all.
No, sorry, Cedric.
So if they want the planchette and the Ouija board, then that's what we'll do.
Team.
Teeth.
Team.
Oh, team. Thought you said teeth, because she did used to do spells with teeth, didn't she, Elizabeth Southern? She was from the 1500s and she did like the really older, ancient ways of witchcraft.
That's proper.
She used to, what they used to do, and sounds pretty creepy, this guys, but it's true. They used to go into the churchyard at Pendle New Church, and they used to dig up skulls and take the teeth out.
Coming.
And so they can,
Someone's coming.
they'll be in for a shock if they do. And they used to do the spells with the teeth, because when they got arrested, they found all these different sets of teeth, like dotted around the house and, you know, outside, underground and stuff.
Who's coming?
Someone's probably coming through the Ouija board.
Oh, you're all so impatient. Just let me chill and get myself ready.
There's a queue of witches waiting to get through to you now.
Oh, they'll have to wait, won't they?
Maybe the skulls have attracted them, because they used to use real skulls, didn't they, in them days?
What real ones?
Our skulls are from bygone times, guys. These are not real at all.
Yeah, because you'd have to have a really small head.
Yeah.
A very small head.
Sarah.
Sarah.
It's a new name.
Sarah.
Do you know of a Sarah? Did she play any part in the story?
Means something.
What was that? Oh.
And I can't think what.
Connie.
Yeah.
Connie. Yeah.
Lots of women's names coming through. These could have been other witches that didn't get caught.
Doreen. Sarah. Connie. Sarah.
Yeah, but what if these are witches that were involved but didn't get caught?
What?
Communication.
Oh, right, let's do it then. They want the Ouija.
Communicating.
So they want to use that. Maybe it's something they understand because it's so goes back centuries, the Ouija board.
Okay. Well, I don't, if you obviously know. I put it on flight mode, so it shouldn't do that.
Yeah, okay.
So I've moved
That's
it
not
around.
flickered at all. Oh, God, just did now. I'll tell you what, I'll put it on the bench here where it's not near anything at all, and
Yeah,
if it goes off, then we know it's something then.
She was hung.
Seriously?
Yeah, we've had that.
So they're talking about the witches
We had,
then. Maybe the brothers hung that didn't get recorded.
he was hung, she was hung.
Yeah, so it's the Pendle witch trials.
Okay.
But what if there's other witches that got hung that didn't, their names weren't recorded?
Letters. A to Z. The numbers from 1 to 0. That was good.
Victor.
These are all names.
Getting a lot of names there.
But these are names that we've not heard before.
You think how much we got there?
Yeah,
When we were over there. I got 3 words.
I know, but why are they all names? Was these other people maybe attached to the story that have not been named?
Did you hear something in that?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Did you not hear a voice from over there?
No. No, I didn't. It's all quiet. Do you want me to go and have a look?
Might have been a dog.
I think I heard a dog in the distance, but there's farms around here, so you're probably going to get that.
Maybe he wants to talk to me. Can you give me a message? Or the first letter of your name? Oh, here we go.
Eric.
Eric?
Eric with a K.
Oh.
That's a Norse name. Aye. D.
Let it carry on, it might be
R.I.D.
spelling something out.
The woods.
The woods.
The woods.
Rid. The woods. Did it go to another word? Letter?
R-I-D-S.
Rids.
Ritz.
The woods. You need to tell us more, please. It's not making much sense at the minute. Let me spelling from or something. Oh, fright.
They buried me over there.
No! They buried me over there. Where? Maybe they just buried people anywhere back in those days. Where did they bury you? The woods? That's a strange message that. Rid. The woods and they buried me over there.
Ritz.
Sounds like they got rid of someone and buried them in the woods, doesn't it? But who?
What's the next letter, please? Friday.
Friday. Good Friday.
That's in the middle.
Would that be Good Friday?
Ritz Friday.
Well, they did get arrested on Good Friday. They all got broke up on
Ritz
Good Friday,
Friday.
didn't they?
See, the thing is, they would have a strong Lancashire dialect.
Yeah, they would.
So Ritz might be.
Might mean something else.
Can you give me a message?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
we just
fine.
want to know who we're speaking to. And then we know what questions to ask you.
Who are we speaking to? W. That's going as well. Right.
I wonder if this is going
My
to be
name is Joseph.
Joseph. I was wondering about spelling out
Give me
William.
the next letter who I'm talking to.
There's a lot of names coming through here, guys. Which is unusual because we haven't had any names at all night. It's like they're all queuing up. Maybe we've just got like a paranormal hotspot here, like a portal or something.
Give me the next letter. W-I-C.
W-I-L-T.
W-I-C.
C. T. Witch.
H.
Is it spelt witch?
W-I-C-H. Which?
So it's tried to spell witch. But what is your name, please?
is
There
your
were so
name?
many of you.
What is your name?
You need to identify which one. Then we can talk to you. Because we know bits about your own personal lives.
I won't lie to you.
Good. Didn't think you would because you know we're regular to this place. You know us by now.
K.
You can tell us everything that happened, the truth.
Give me the next letter.
I worked here.
Yeah, you can use your energy.
We show us lights.
Ah. Right, I'm going to have a quick walk up and see
Okay.
if they see any orbs then, if they're saying they're going to show some lights. Come forward, ladies. Come forward, James Device, if you're here. Come and show yourself on the camera. Show me those orbs you were talking about. I'm Alison, but you know me already. And you know Andy too. And you know that we have a big interest in witchcraft, we practice ourselves. And if you'd like to show us where you are, or if you perhaps you'd let us hear your voice on the camera, perhaps you'd like to talk into the EVP recorder and talk to us that way. Those lights are the torch lights on the table, guys. That's not paranormal, that's Andy there with the torches and the Ouija board. Let's try and film a little bit the darkness, the stream bank, and see if anything shows here. They would have come down here to gather water and stones, you know, for the spells and things like that. Show yourselves.
I'm losing energy.
Catherine, can you move
I
past
think there
over?
was a Catherine, you know. Somebody's daughter or something like
Yeah, it
that.
was Anne Whittle's daughter.
Anne Whittle's, I thought there was.
Catherine,
And she was the one that lived over that side of the stream, Anne Whittle. But I don't feel she's here right now. That day we were collecting pebbles in the stream, I felt she was stood over there watching us. In fact, I even saw her. But no, right now I don't feel that she's here at all.
I'll use my voice.
okay, go on then. If you want me to use the voice, I'll finish this and then go.
Benjamin.
These are lots of names, aren't there?
Yeah, I just felt that.
Who are all these people? Who are you all? You need to tell us who exactly, what relation you are to Pendle Hill.
Catherine, can't think of anything to ask her.
Yeah, I don't really
I
know
don't
much
know
about her either.
what.
All I know is that Alice Nutter had gone over to Lancaster Castle to settle a land dispute, hadn't she? And she got roped into all this because she was a neighbour.
Are you at peace? Yes.
No, I
Yes.
won't.
You can go back to the middle.
Did he go see us or?
Yeah. Are you at peace? Yes.
Maybe this.
Can I ask this? Are you Catherine? You can quote me if I'm wrong. Is it Catherine Hewitt? Catherine, was your mother Anne Whittle? Were you, and not only that, were you convicted and hung as part of the witch trials? I'm sorry for asking you that. I'm just annoying to it. No, that's interesting.
Well, maybe
I mean,
they're
what's
from a
the
different
name?
era. Is that owls?
Bernadette.
Another name. The owls are really restless. Birds, isn't it? You know why dawn's coming, look.
Oh, yeah, could be.
Do you want to pack the Ouija away then? And we'll just do EVP before we finish.
Thank you, Catherine. You put us away now. If you want to carry on speaking, speak through that.
Yeah, just let them try something else.
Goodbye.
Birds are getting up now. It's dawn's coming. Yeah, I'll pack some of this away because if dawn's coming, farmers are going to be up and we don't want to be caught with all this stuff out. Can't make a quick getaway. I'm like the one who plans the getaway. Andy will be here all night. Yeah, so when it comes to summer solstice on the longest day of the year, we're going to go up to Winter Hill right to the top for the whole night. So we're going to film the night going down and the dawn coming up, and at a certain point you can actually see night and day at the same time in the sky, which is quite nice. So we're going to do that at the end of next month.
Yeah, Catherine, we're gonna...
Shelley.
Another name. I don't understand why we've got all these names. I mean, they're not familiar names to me, these. Not connected with the witches anyway.
Bernadette, Benjamin.
Maybe they're all people that just lived in the area, or I don't know.
I've got a device here that when you want to speak to it, this here, if you speak through this red light, I can hear your voice and you can tell me your last name. Is there anything you want to tell me, Catherine? For the recording, that was my stomach. When did he die, Catherine? What year was it?
God protects this place.
Really? God protects this place.
Are you a witch, Catherine? How old were you when you passed away? Can you tell me your last name? Could you tell me how you died? And why you stay here? Have you got a message for us? Is there anything you want to tell me, Catherine?
There.
The recording, that was my stomach. The recording, that was my stomach. That was my stomach. Is there anything you want to tell me, Catherine? The recording, that was my stomach.
I'm sure I saw a light then. I'm sure I saw a light there. I thought it was someone's
When
flashlight.
did he die, Catherine?
A light.
What year was it?
It was
God
just like
protects
right
this
behind me
place.
there. God, that made my heart start pounding that then.
Are you a witch, Catherine?
Maybe it was that coming through the trees, that spotlight there. Oh, made me jump that.
How old were you when you passed away?
I wandered these grounds.
I think I feel on edge, like there's a lot of, like there are people here right now, spirit people.
Can you
I
tell
feel
me your
really
last
tense and
name?
on edge.
You do?
Yeah, I feel like there's some people that are gathered around, and I feel really cold and like goose pimply, and
Hmm.
yeah, I feel like we're not on our own. I really feel that, yeah, I do. It's starting to freak me out a bit, actually. I've got a feeling that I've got a bit of a gathering here. And I'm not sure if that went to spirit light I saw just then. I just feel like, when you get that, what they call someone's just walked over my grave feeling, where you kind of shiver and go all goose pimply.
Oh, something like it. That's...
I don't get like this on paranormals, but right now I feel like
You don't...
there's, when you feel like there's a crowd of people and there's not much space.
Hmm.
Like you're at a gig or festival or something like that, and
Hmm.
there's not. It feels like that right now for me. Ever since that light flash, now I don't know if it was that light flashing through the trees, or whether it was a spirit light. Something flashed round like a flashlight, and at first I thought someone was coming, but I don't know if it was spirit
There's
energy.
a car coming up.
Yeah, well, maybe we need to knock some of these torches off now because farmers are going to be getting up, and we don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
but,
So we'll need to listen back and look while we
I'll
play the
listen back
camera
that
back and
again.
everything.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
never know if we get
Yeah.
something or not.
Yeah. Well, it's not like you feeling that way.
All of a sudden, I just
It's
felt
only like you
like
feeling that
there's
way.
a crowd of people here with
Yeah.
us, and do you know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
felt a bit freaked out then.
Yeah.
It's lifted again now. Well, you've got to just go with what you feel and what you're getting and what you're thinking. And
Of course you can.
I just felt like, like a crowd of people had just gathered round, and it was like, oh, there's no space, there's no breathing space, there's no.
But there were a lot of names coming through.
There was a lot of names coming through, so I'm wondering if all the local peasants gathered together and come round to see what we're doing. And they may not necessarily be from the 1600s Pendle Witch era, they might be from later. Because they would have been like religious people, God-fearing people who went to church and all that. And they're probably gathering around like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
This is a notorious place for witches, why are you here?
Yeah.
Maybe them are the names.
Yeah.
And I'm only guessing now, just,
That
speculating out loud. I don't know, but...
That is possible.
But I felt like, when a lot of people crowd in all of a sudden. What can you smell?
Smell garlic.
Garlic. Unless there's any wild garlic growing around here, maybe. We don't know, can't see what's growing around here.
I can honestly say I feel that.
Yeah, do you feel alright though?
I feel fine. Fine. Yeah. But you go with how you feel, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't been down this area for a long time, have we? This is where we used to drink the mugwort tea and hopefully get psychic experiences, which we did, didn't we, really, in a way, but we've not really done paranormal down here, have we? But we're not far from Roughlee Hall, where Alice Nutter lived. And she was, presumed innocent, really, because she got pulled in because she went to Lancaster Castle to settle a land dispute. And they were like, oh, she's one of the Pendle lot, get her in here. And then she ended up in the jail with the rest of them.
I felt like somebody blew on my face.
Yeah, I know, it's very... to say we're at the side of a stream and dawn's breaking, it's really jumpy, actually, and pretty... it's pretty creepy, isn't it, really, actually? But if we've been using the Ouija board and calling out, perhaps we've attracted a few people to come around, and all them names. Do you want to wrap it up and leave it there now?
Yeah, I think...
Is there anything else you need to do?
No,
Spirit box or...
That
didn't flash anyway, so we didn't get anything on that.
We got a lot through on that, on the spirit talk.
Yeah. Any last things you want to say about...
I want to go back to on listening to on that.
Yeah.
I mean, so we only focus on the people who were in the witch trials. We don't
famous
focus
names.
on whether... Nobody seems to do anything about whether people who... excuse me. People who... relatives.
Yeah, of course.
Who are still alive today. Is it in the blood? Do they continue doing it? Or,
And what happened to the youngest one, William?
Yeah, I mean...
James Device's youngest brother?
I mean... Me personally, I would like to hope there's people keeping it going.
Oh, there will be, I think, round here,
But-
definitely.
Like you said, maybe that's the reason you don't want people coming around doing it, because
Yeah,
they're practicing.
if they're practicing.
I
Do you
mean,
remember
don't know, do
that
you?
time? We'll get ready for peace, saying goodnight anyway. We went into the Witch's Galore shop, which is a witch's shop right here, and we were in there looking for some candles and stuff. And the lady who owns it was talking about there were 13 of them dancing naked in the woods last week just down the road. So we're thinking, well, that sounds like a pagan practice. So obviously it's still like an active area for that.
Either she was talking about pagan practices in the quarry, or she was talking about a certain company's Christmas party.
Whose Christmas party? Whose Christmas party?
I think we know which Christmas party. Before we started going to certain Christmas parties,
Whose Christmas party?
I can't say. I might be.
Who was naked at the Christmas?
I might be sued.
I'm totally missing the point
I
here. You'll
might
have
be
to
sued.
explain.
It's all right. I'll
You
explain.
mean-
Yeah.
Were people naked at the Christmas party? They all look well dressed to me. Are we talking about the same Christmas party?
We're talking about the Christmas parties that we go to now that we didn't go to before because they were.
I have never seen any naked people at those Christmas parties.
No,
We're
because you
straight
weren't
from-
there.
And what you were?
No.
Were you naked at the Christmas party?
Anyway,
Something I need to know about here.
explain
You
this.
normally go as Father Christmas. Why was you naked?
I think we've got sleep.
Do we need to discuss this on camera?
I think we've both lost our marbles because we're suffering from sleep apnea.
I think you are suffering from something because I've never been to a Christmas party where there's any naked
No, I
people
didn't
at
say
all. I'm
you
going to
had.
the wrong parties, obviously.
I'll explain this to you later because I can't mention the name of the company because I could be sued.
Yeah, we could get sued.
I
We
could
will
be
get heavily sued
I
if
could
you're
be
talking
sued,
about
and
that
I might
Christmas
be sued
party.
by the people who were at the party.
Well, as far as I know, at the company that might like to sue us, if we mention it, there are no naked people at that Christmas party. They might be wearing very short dresses, but there was not naked.
It was a lot of
I'm
shit.
pretty sure there was
Anyway,
no naked people.
Anyway, whoever it was were dancing in the woods.
And they were naked, but they're
were
witches,
13,
so they're...
There were 13 of them.
Yeah, because the reason why witches go naked is because they're open to the moon, the stars, the elements. It's called going skyclad. You can either go skyclad or you can not go skyclad.
basically-
I prefer to use my witch's robes and hat rather than do the skyclad thing.
Getting rid of your day-to-day uniform. So basically, you're not wearing the clothes that you wear day in, day out. So you're getting rid of that. You're getting rid of that barrier of your normal life to be more focused on what you're doing. That's it. You know, it's not you have to be. It's up to you. Most people wear robes anyway, so
Yeah.
but people get that idea that, yeah.
So, once again, we will leave you from Pendle Hill. And the next time you see us doing a paranormal, we will be coming from Rome, Italy. So, we will see you there. Thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing, and bye-bye for now.
Yeah.